reincarnation and evolution, and remembering our past incarnations. Well, reincarnation and evolution, these two go hand in hand. These cosmic laws are a part of life and is evidently all around us. When a kitten is born, it instinctively knows how to cry for its mother's milk. Bees inherently know how to pollinate Mother Earth and to produce honey. When a human is born, the baby's brain inherently knows how to dream. Now, all animals in the animal kingdom have a specific role or purpose to which they fulfill perfectly. One of their roles is to learn to survive and the art of survival. This part of life is also the evolution of the soul, but this role or purpose doesn't limit the next level of consciousness of the human kingdom, to which the soul is able to fulfill the goal of seeking higher levels of experiences, gnosis. Though many humans live in the lower domain of the animal kingdom, struggling to survive. This is our animalistic nature, not our humanity. Being human means having compassion, empathy, love, and seeking more meaningful experiences and growth. Most of humanity gives in to their animalistic urges, and thus spiritually they live no different to animals. Much of what we see on this planet is a part of the animal kingdom, and we can see this reflected on the human psyche, the false self. Now, the real purpose or goal of being human, or the human being, is to awaken consciousness, to transcend above our animalistic natures and to expand our awareness and to embark on a spiritual development of self and self-realization. Your purpose is to realize your divine nature within you and your connection to all that is. Your purpose is to awaken the eternal, universal, spiritual knowledge within you, to become like man in the image of God, not man in the image of the animal. Now, all life is connected, as is the cycle of evolution. This means that we have all lived through and experienced the mineral kingdom, the plant kingdom, the animal kingdom, and now as the soul became more aware consciously in this physical experience, we live in the human kingdom because the soul will always seek higher levels of experience. But because of this, our egos are still subconsciously attached to the animal kingdom as it struggles to understand the meaning of being human. Now, because the soul has always existed, it would be used to a frequency domain, but because it is currently in this physical domain, it would be limited. Now, the struggles we engage in, the habits, bad or good, and even our hobbies or beliefs can be carried on from our past incarnations, and we can thus in turn carry them on to our next incarnations. Now, these hobbies, beliefs, our passions, or even our actions that we carry on must be either overcome or to experience them or to express them and not deny parts of ourselves in order to return to the source. Now, as children, it is so much easier to tap into or watch and to explore our past lives. You very well would have had these experiences yourself, but many do not understand this or realize this at the time due to social conditioning from parents, from family, from teachers, from society, friends, from culture, thus blocking the inner senses. Now, this in turn makes it harder to perceive or to tap into or to observe your past lives as an adult. Now, due to the social conditioning of the world and ignorance of self and the restrictions of meaningful spiritual experiences, desires, and the need to attach to materialistic desires and ways of thinking. Now, giving into animalistic natures, for example, as well, wasting precious energy and time, like 99% of the population is doing. Now, this is why we keep reincarnating into multiple lives without knowing the purpose of our existence, as the current incarnation is too attached to the external senses, blocking the development of the inner self. Now, when one redirects their focus from the materially way of thinking to a spiritual way of thinking, and thus inwardly focuses their very direction or focuses on the aspect of their being, then one can begin to make visible their own inner nature and light up their inner working and obtain self-knowledge and spiritual knowledge. And with this gnosis, one can begin to understand the causes of their psychological dispositions, why they have certain desires and attachments, why they go through particular or attract particular dramas or circumstances, why their relationships are the way they are. All these things are attributed to our past lives and experiences. Now, some say they can remember every past life and experience. I disagree. Rather, I propose glimpses of multiple lives and experiences, as the brain must filter out information to make way for new information, as it's limited by the material domain. Thus, to remember every life and experience of the mineral kingdom, the plant kingdom, and the animal kingdom, and the human kingdom, one would go insane. It would cause a brain overload or meltdown, as what use would a human have knowing how to exactly spin a spider web at a certain degree or to spin a spider web itself? Now, our egos also contribute to the forgetfulness, as this is the me, the self-identification. The center to our consciousness is also within the ego. Now, the ego isn't a bad thing, but we shouldn't identify as the ego. It's like using a hammer. We shouldn't identify as a hammer as the hammer is a tool, as the ego can be used as a tool. Now, when we understand our souls are separate to the ego and our souls are connected to the earth, the universe, and to the source of creation itself, you will remember your past lives. The ego reveals our past lives as the memory of our previous incarnations are bottled up in unconscious behavior patterns, and many do not realize this or see this. Now, through the power of meditation, astral projection, hypnotism, and accessing the Akashic records, as we have lived through multiple incarnations. So this is a multiple shared reality of information being recycled. So we're able from there to tap into this divine insight to receive glimpses into our previous incarnations. And this can also be done through the power of reflecting during our meditations, reflecting on the circumstances we attract into our lives, the weaker moments of ourselves, and by this questioning, we can reveal to which these issues actually come from. So through the use of transmuting this energy into positive energy and love, we are then in turn able to express and further fulfill our authentic selves. Now, lastly, the power of prayer. This powerful tool produces a psychological effect, which in turn is empowered by the power of belief. Now, when combined with the power of the belief in yourself, that you in turn are open to and can receive divine insights and divine blessings, you can receive divine insights into your previous incarnations. You can thus attract blessings, the law of attraction, into your life, and in turn shape your reality and living to your fullest potential. Now, if you enjoyed this video, hit the like. And if you're not already subscribed, subscribe to the channel. I wish you all many blessings and lots of gnosis and meaningful, powerful, loving, joyful experiences. Namaste.